Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dave and I hope you're having a great day. I made it home from Strongsville safely and I'm still recovering because it was such a good time. It's going to take a while to totally recover, still catching up in my sleep, but I had a great time there. Everybody's was so fun to hang out with and spend time with. If you didn't go this year, I highly recommend going next year because there's nothing better. I mean, this totally outpaces the national because, I mean, it's a smaller show, so every 5-10 minutes you see somebody else. Hey, what you doing? What you got? And just fun to hang out with everybody, so going to show off everything I got here. So a lot of stuff I got from everybody else. Start off with Mr. Warranty and CLE. He was there giving out a bunch of stuff. He gave me Jesse Winker Top Scrum card, this envelope from the 1970 World Series to the Reds one. Got in there. He had a whole bunch of these baseball weeklies, and I've given them away. Found 3 with Reds on it, 2 with Barry Larkin. And 1 with Ron Gant. So those were awesome. But the great thing he gave me, this beer can, the Huddle Pro beer, and it's celebrating the Reds 1975 World Series. It's got a whole bunch of images. Like I said, it's got the full game rundown. Plus, it's got a whole bunch of players on it. I think that's Dave Concepcion up there. I think that's Carlton Fisk, because it's got some highlights from each game. Let's see, who else was on here? I think that looks like Joe Morgan. And we got Johnny Bench there, so it's just an awesome item. Thanks, Warren. I really love this thing. Next, I got a couple cards from Steven with the PH. He gifted me a couple cards. The 78 Tom Seaver and the 1980 Johnny Bench. Now, he also picked up some cards. They were made in '76 for the 2nd annual Philadelphia card show. He picked him up because he wanted to get the Jackie Robinson, which he did, but he was selling some of the others he got, and I picked up a couple of the Reds. So there's Ewell Blackwell and a Johnny Vandermeer. These are kind of based on the 1948 Bowman set, and they called them the 47 Bowmans, but they're real rare. There are only a few hundred made of them, so I really like these cards. So thank you, Steven. Next thing I got was from my buddy Rob over at Cash Cards. He gifted me this Jim Maloney autograph. Really love this card. I'm a big Maloney fan, of course. He's in the Reds Hall of Fame, so I really love this. It's from the Topps Archives set. I'm not sure what year it was made, but I really love this. Thank you, Rob. And I went Saturday night, trade night. I got my 4 collectors card with the 5 collectors from 4 collectors. And then I picked up the 1990 score pack, which I'll probably open here on a video one day and see what I got. See if I pull the Bo Jackson card. The Saturday night trade night, picked up this cool shirt from Reindeer Studio, Scott. And then last week, Scott was doing the marker doodle Monday. And he had Pete Rose. He did a Pete Rose card, so of course I had to buy that. And then with Pete Rose, he also had a Ty Cobb that he did a couple weeks ago, so I had to get both of those. He delivered them to me this weekend, so thank you, Scott. I love these. Keep up the great work. As far as trade night, I really only bought one thing during actual trade night, and that was this 1970 Tom Seaver. I forget who I bought this from. I didn't recognize him. I don't know if he makes content or not, but I did buy another card from a YouTuber. I actually bought it Friday from him. He contacted me. It's Doug from Joe Wood Collector. He was bringing cards to trade night, and he messaged me a couple days before the show, asked me if I was interested in this, because I'm doing the T206 Cincinnati Reds run, and he had a card he was taking, so Hans Lobert. So I actually picked that up Friday and paid for it Friday, so that's my big purchase from trade night, although it wasn't actually on Saturday, I did it Friday. So real great card, thank you, Doug. Next, a few weeks ago, Sammy Thunder had his 3,000 subscriber contest, and I won one of the prizes, and he delivered to me. Got the Strangsogram Lou Brock. Thank you, Sammy. Congratulations on the contest. I'm happy to win it. Hopefully I won in the 2,000 contest, the 3,000 contest, so hurry up and get to 4,000 subscribers so I can win again, okay? Now Friday night, I met a fellow Dave T, Vintage Dave T. He gave me this cool card. He was a real nice guy. Nice to meet you, Dave. Like I said, there are 2 Dave T's in this community now, so. And then Saturday night, during trade night, I was sitting in the pizza room just relaxing and talking to a few people. And some I forget his name. I think it was Neil maybe, but I had my Cincinnati Reds shirt and hat on, and he comes up, "Hey, you're a Reds fan? I got this card, and I'm just giving it away to anybody who wants it. It's a 1936 Goody Premium white pen of Tody Freitas. He pitched for the Reds for 3 years, but he had a great minor league career. I think has like 235 wins in the minor leagues. So this was a great gift from somebody. If you're watching this, please comment it and let me know what your name is. I got it, but then I forgot it because I was drinking, and so thank you for whoever picked this up or gave this to me. Now for my actual purchases at the show. Let's see, got my first batch of cards for just filling out some of my Reds team set collection. Got a 1957 Doug It is Doug. Don Hulk. I'm sorry. See, picked up a Jim Bronston from 61. Johnny Edwards from 62. Picked up a few 63 cards. Got the pitching leaders with Joe J and Bob Perky. Chico Cardenas. John Tesaurus. And Don Blasingame. Some 64s. The hitting area with Dick Sisler and Vida Pinson. Marty Keough. Jim Campbell. Joe J. Bob Skinner. Bob Perky. Some Reds rookies. And Gordy Coleman. For my 65s, I got Bill McCool, Jim Corker. No sad here. Picked this up Saturday with Ted Davidson and the Tommy Hilms rookie card. And then I was watching the Reds game on Sunday, and they just announced that Tommy Hilms passed away Sunday, so that... Alright, he was a great Red. He's in the Reds Hall of Fame. So R.I.P. Tommy. And then I got the Reds team card. And Ryan Duran. See. Picked up a few of my high numbers for my 67 set build. Got some Yankees rookies. John Bocabella. National League rookie cards. Said these are some of the bigger. And Mickey Stanley. I got one more top sign number to go, but that's probably going to be my last card I'm going to show. You probably know what it is. If you were at the show, you've seen it. Let's see here. First card I picked up, I had set up beforehand, but this 1967 Venezuelan Dave Concepcion. Bought this from Garrett at Ballpark Memories. He posted it on Facebook a couple days beforehand. And I told him I'd stop by first thing. So I got a little bit of the paper damage from being pasted in the scrapbook, but still so happy to get that. Dave played in the Venezuelan League in 67, then, I mean, that's 3 or 4 years before he came to the Reds. His rookie card's 1971, so this is actually a pre-rookie card. And let's see. Second card I bought was my big card, which will be the last card I showed, but I was looking, it's been a while looking for that. And then after I got that, I knew Stan said he had a bunch of Cracker Jack cards, and there's one Cracker Jack card with a Reds Hall of Famer in it. So I went over and checked with Stan, and he had the card. This is my first Cracker Jack. And it's 1915 with Henny Grow. Everybody's talking about this torpedo bat this year, but he was the original. He called it a bottle bat. His hands weren't big enough to grip around the big bats, but he was strong enough, so he took a bat that had a thick head on it and shaved down the handle so he could fit his hands around it, and so that was one of the first bottle bats of the era. So that was a real great. I was happy to pick that up. Saturday didn't really go great for me. There was like 3 cards that I seen Saturday that I was going to look at and try to see if I could get them Saturday. So went there Saturday, did a full lap, make sure there was nothing new or anything. All the cards I were thinking about were still there. Then I went to do my SGC submission and make my final decisions. So I did that, and then went back to look for the one card I really wanted, which was a 1938 Heads Up Ernie Lombardi with Garrett Ballpark Memories. I had seen it 30 minutes beforehand, but when I got there, John, 3D's 80s kid, got there in that 30 minutes and purchased it out from under me. So, hope you enjoy the card, John. Congratulations. It's a great pickup. I just wish you would have waited a half an hour more. I'm kidding. That's my own fault. I didn't get it, but then went to look at the other. It was a 1919 Cincinnati Reds team postcard I wanted, but when I got there, that one was gone. And the third card I wanted, I went back there, and that one was gone. So, like I said, in 1 hour, the three main cards I was looking at all got taken up. So that put me in a little bit of a bad mood, but had to go look for other stuff. So the guy who had the 1919 card that I wanted also had a few T206 Reds cards. I was trying to determine with that card and the T206 cards which one I wanted, so that just gave me, I got to pick up 2 T06 Reds cards, the Gene Dubach and Billy Campbell, so that eased my pain somewhat. And then I went over to Billy Chappell's table, and he had some 1939 Cincinnati Reds team issued set, and I picked up one from there. This is the World Series hero for the Reds, the pitcher Bucky Walters. Got that. So that made me happy too. So then I went back to Stan's table. There's a card I've been wanting for a while, but I've never been able to find the right one. eBay, they're always way too expensive. And they never go on auction. They're always buy it now, and they're always way too expensive. So I got it raw, so it's one of my favorite players, his rookie card, Vada Pinson. Just a wonderful looking card, and I bought it cheaper than 90% of the cards I can get on eBay, so real happy to pick that up. Two more cards to show. And like I said, there's one. The third card I was wanting to get is a Tim Payne's table. Is a 1940 play ball Hank Greenberg. It was there. Like I said, I saw it. It was in a PSA 4, but then I went back and it was gone. Sunday, I wasn't planning to buy much. That's when I got my 67 high numbers. That's all I was going to spend. But I walked around the show. I got to Tim Payne's table, and lo and behold, yeah, there's that card. I thought he had sold it. Turns out he did sell the card I saw earlier, but he had another one, and he put it out Sunday morning. He had two of them, and he put it out, so that really made my Sunday. This was one of the top cards I was wanting. I'm trying to, since I got this card, I can now work on my 1940 Detroit Tigers and Cincinnati Reds play ball sets. Since they met in the World Series that year. This was a real big card that for those two team sets, so I wanted to get that first before I try to put together the rest of the set. So that's another project I got going on now. And finally, it's the big card for my 67 set, the card I went to the show to look for and to buy, and I was thrilled to get that. A 1967 Tom Seaver rookie card. I was able to find it in a PSA 5. It's a little off center, but that's okay. The registration on it is great. The color is great on it. And I couldn't be happier with this card. Just look at it. Of course, I was showing it off to everybody I could. I mean, everybody was so happy that I got it, and now with that and the other cards, I'm down to 20 cards left for the 67 set. So the finish line, I can see it in the distance now. Hopefully in a few months I can finish that set, and been working on it for over 2 years now, so that's going to be a good feeling to finally complete the set. So that's all I got. Again, had a great time. Fun meeting everybody, hanging out with everybody. Can't wait to do it again next year. Most likely I will not go to the National. I'll just save my money, and got a couple big purchases that I can use the money I would spend at the National that I'm thinking about buying. So hopefully I can get a couple more big cards by the end of the year. And I'll continue building my projects as I go. So that's all I got for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. If you're not making videos and joining the community and just watching, please come join the community. Everybody is just so great here. Love to meet you. And until next time, peace.